All right, big welcome to the show. This is going to be a preview of the United show, like I've told you. So, I want to know. I already have my own conclusion concerning the game, and we're always going back and forth on the issue of Arteta. So, I actually want to hear you today and actually hear you speak your opinion. I know we are always back and forth on Arteta, and you always want me. You want me to say Arteta out now? No, I won't say Arteta out now because I see
Who's saying to say
like
Arteta
seriously,
out?
let me just my camera. I'm not going to say Arteta out at the moment. I'm not going to say
It's not. It's not about what. It's not about whether you being Arteta out or not. It's about thinking about what's best for the club going forward. Because a lot of people want to feel like the blame is not Arteta's not on the blame. This, that, and the other. Like, oh, all the blame just goes down to the owners. But you can't necessarily put much blame on the owners, even though these owners are not perfect. You can't put much blame on owners. You actually sort of backed him. Like the first year that Arsenal challenged, they sort of he sort of got given money. Arsenal spent like the first season that Arsenal challenged for the Prem that summer didn't Arsenal spend, was it 118 million pounds or 170 something million?
you mean the first year he challenged or the first year he
Yeah,
got here?
yeah, the first year challenge, like the summer after we missed out on top four. That summer, he spent like, how much did he
I think
spend?
he bought the likes of Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko, and co.
Yeah, he bought Jesus, Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira, and who else?
I think that was all. That was all that was all at that time. That was all. That was okay. I
So
think he
how?
bought a defender too. I think he got a defender.
So he bought Zinchenko. I'm talking about in the summer. He bought like summer 2022. He bought Jesus, Fabio Vieira, Zinchenko, and who else? Oh, did he buy McKinney then?
No, I think that's all. I think that's all. I can't remember except I check. Except I check. But continue. I'll check that.
But that summer, I didn't really feel as a thing where, for example, Arteta wasn't Banks. I felt like he made the right type of signings, but I'm not actually going to act like Arteta didn't spend a bit of money because he did sort of spend a bit. Like he sort of got a striker. We needed a striker. Like Jesus was at the time Arsenal needed him, and I really feel that at the time I didn't even know if it would have made sense getting Isak at the time because Isak hadn't scored a lot of goals, and I think no one else really wanted him at that time. At that time, nobody else wanted Isak before he had come to the Premier League, like as in seriously, because other teams like outside this league we're not looking at him seriously. I'm thinking, damn, like because I think a lot of other teams looked at him and think he would probably might have looked at him that he wasn't prolific because he had like only one season in Spain scoring double figures, but I think with the whole Isak thing, I think no one knew he was gonna be that good. But I'm thinking Arsenal. I'm thinking that I'm not even thinking that somehow Arsenal could have signed Isak because I think Arteta might have wanted his Jesus because obviously he's worked with Jesus and all that sort of stuff. I don't know
No,
if
let me ask you something. Do don't you give the consideration to the fact that Arteta, we all know Arteta wanted Isak. That is the natural striker he had wanted, and or a striker of that caliber. Don't you feel
yeah.
like this manager still needs one or two things? Like he hasn't. Yes, I understand the fact that you are right. You said he has spent 700 million, and this is the kind of a team
It's actually 730 million, but I don't get why people overinflate the value of Arsenal spent. See people say, "Oh, Arsenal spent like 800 million or 780 million." I don't know why people or rivals overinflate the price that Arsenal spent, like as if Arsenal spent 800, but people can't just say the exact amount and they just over
they do that
exaggerate the
because
price.
they do that because you do that because you make them understand that Arteta has spent money. So they look for every opportunity, to inflate everything that he has done. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, but haven't Chelsea also haven't Chelsea spent money as well? Haven't Chelsea spent money? And it's like
they have.
when yeah, and but but the thing is, when you now see that the Chelsea fans, why is it that Chelsea fans never they'll just say, oh, but we didn't sign out standout players, we signed young players, but you still spent money. Like they
You guys
signed
allow
this,
them
and
push that narrative because
but when you say the
yeah,
Chelsea that they spent money, why do they say that they need time? Why is it that they say they need time? That they need time when they spent a lot of money? Because surely didn't they didn't they didn't they try and like go for like a quick fix to their problems? They tried to fix it all in like what, one window where they thought they could sign multiple players and solve it quickly. Like it was never gonna work like that.
anyway, let me put that. I had a video on now. Before we go, let me not leave the purpose of this video. And we have been going back and forth on Arteta. I think on the weekend, concerning the weekend against Manchester United, what exactly? Okay, what are you expecting, and what do you think Arteta would do? That's what I want to know. What are you expecting from that game? What do you think Arteta would? What are you expecting Arteta to do? What do you think he will do?
You know what? I just expect to see this probably the similar to what we saw on Tuesday. Maybe he'll get like the fullbacks going down the flanks, like he'll get them overlapping, going down the flanks. Like you might see Timber overlapping, and then you will see another fullback. What's his name? MLS Lewis Skelly overlapping, and you probably may see this guy dropping deep, Moreno. I don't think we're gonna see him in the box, but we're probably gonna see him dropping deep because we know like it's as a striker he can't, like most teams find it easy to stop him because he's not a typical striker, so he might have to just drop deep and create space for like other people to like operate. So like all the other would say like Waneri, who's that other guy? He's like Trossard. So yeah, because the thing is, but I personally don't know if I really want to see Moreno play on Saturday. I personally would feel if you're gonna bring him on, maybe bring him on with 20 minutes to go, and maybe just play a natural striker. Like you've got a natural striker on the bench, and the thing is, you might say, "Oh, he's not good enough," but you've never seen him play. You've never watched him play. I've never watched him play, and I just want to see the guy get given a chance. Because okay, it's a natural start. Like there's no harm in giving a person a chance than playing someone who's not a natural number 9.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
When you've got no strikers in the team.
Let me ask you a question. Don't you think it's unfair? Don't you think it would be unfair? Don't you think it would be unfair throwing this boy in against United? Big Brook, throw a 21-year-old who has not actually tasted the Premier League at all into
wait, hold on.
That into that game.
So sometimes you have to just throw. Sometimes you have to throw youngsters in certain games and just give them a bit of a run in. Like even if it's just 60 or 65 minutes, you have to give them a run in. Like you don't see people at like 22 playing under 21 level. You just don't see that in the UK. Because you're just too old. You're just too old for that.
Well, if that's what you feel, well, good, kudos to you. But basically, overall, okay, now I think you've given me a picture of what you want. Let me ask you, with whatever you think will go on, how do you think the game will go? What do you think? I would like to know what your prediction will be, because I want to keep this video short. What exactly will be your prediction against United? We are home. What do you think? Can we beat United?
Well,
what should we be expecting?
it's away. It's away. To be
Your predict
honest,
your score prediction.
uh wait, do I have to give a prediction?
You have to. You have to. I'm still going to hang you out in on this show. I'm still going to say something to hang you out on this show. Yeah, don't worry. Just finish up with your prediction first.
Uh, I feel because of the way United turn up in big games, I kind of have a feeling it's gonna end as it feels like this game has a draw written all over it.
So Big Hook is predicting a draw. You are predicting a draw. See, I'm telling you this. Let me tell you now. Now, this is where I want to set you up. Now, this I want to set you up openly now in 4K. I want to set you up 4K. Yeah.
What
Let me
what
ask you.
are you gonna zoom in? Yeah, zoom it in, zoom it in, zoom it in.
Just calm down. Let me just ask you a question. All right. Now, let me just ask you like this. What is your stay? Your. I want you to give me your conclusion. Let's assume this season ends now. And probably we got knocked out by Real Madrid in the quarterfinal because I know we already qualified. We've qualified against PSV. We got knocked out by Real Madrid. Let's assume we got. Definitely, we know we can't win the league anymore. At this stage, what is your decision? You are the board. You're the board. You're cronky at the moment. What exactly would you do to the club at the moment?
Prioritize Europe. Prioritize Europe.
You what do you say?
Prioritize Europe. Prioritize Europe at the moment.
What if we don't get Europe? What happens at the end of the season? What do you think happens at the end of the
Well,
season? What if we
are
don't
you
get?
talking about? I feel like our squad is too good, like not to make Europe. I don't see us falling out of the European positions. I still see us making a Champions League position because I feel our other teams around us are not consistent enough.
So let's assume we ended the season with Europe. We didn't win Europe now, but we qualified for the Champions League. What happens to the manager?
I feel like you're gonna have to ask serious questions of okay, the manager's ability to get the team over the line, the fact that Man City were weaker and you still couldn't get over the line. You're gonna actually have to ask some tough decisions and think like, you know what, maybe a new voice is needed.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining the show. I'm so grateful that you have joined the show today. So your prediction, you're predicting a draw overall. Thank you so much for joining the show, Big Rook. So I'll be expecting to get you on soon, anytime soon, and I'll be on because I'm messaging you and joining you out. But you have not. You didn't really speak up if you're going to sack the manager or not. I wanted to put your. I wanted you to tell me that you would have gotten the manager sack because by next season, if Ateta is winning a trophy, I'm coming for you first.
Wow, wow.
I'm coming
Yeah.
when. Let me tell you something. If Ateta wins a trophy, I am coming for you. Even before
Why, why,
Ghana
why,
fans,
why,
I'm coming
why,
for you,
why,
Big Rook.
why are you saying if he wins? Like, why are we saying if? Why can't we talk about hindsight? Why can't we talk about what's happened? Because like we can
I
only
don't
talk
want to know
about what we
anything.
what.
All I'm saying.
Look, if he wins, then I hold my hands up and say, okay, he's proving me wrong. But till then, I'm reserved. But I don't. But personally speaking, if like from the look of things, I'm not sure if a new manager is gonna come in because I look because I think even seen on other streams that it looks like the manager's going to stay, and it kind of looks like the manager's going to stay because it's like the whole Arteta in and Arteta out conversation is just boring at this moment in time because I think some people have even said like we've already accepted that the manager's not going. So we just have to talk like we only have to talk about the type of signings and obviously the
I already
new
mentioned it long before
director
now. I
come
said I don't
the
see.
new director coming in
I already
because
said I
obviously
said
you know
I
there's
don't
an you know
see Kroenke's. I don't.
but now that new director's coming in, I don't necessarily think the manager's is leaving.
I already told you
But
before.
but now the new director that looks like he's going to be appointed is I think the former Atletico Madrid's director, what's his name, Andrea Berta. He looks like a good sporting director, competent. He's brought in a lot of players. So for example, players like Alvarez, the Norwegian forwards, who's scoring them goals. Who's their midfielder, Lucas Barros. I think the only poor signings that like under that director were like two. There was like Thomas Lemar and someone else. I can't remember what who the guy's name is, but obviously that guy, he's like majority of the signings he's have been hits like 80% of the signings because it's like because when you look at Atletico Madrid, then they're in a similar position to us, like financially, where for example they actually have they're like the third biggest club in Spain, and when it comes to financial situation, they're like they don't have they have like they have modesty in their spending, but they're not able to spend like the way Barcelona and Madrid do, but they're able to sort of compete even with like having less financial muscle than those clubs above them.
And I'm sure that's what you
So
want because you wanted the shoot shining. You said it that you wanted the shoot shining. You wanted the
the
Mo
thing,
Salahs
the
of
thing,
this world. You wanted shoot shining.
the thing,
And I guess it
the
will be
thing
good for you.
is,
I
I
think
don't.
you are happy now. You are happy with.
I don't. I'm not sure. Like Arsenal, I think Arsenal will sort of make more shrewd signings. I don't think they'll. I think they will make some big name signings, but they won't be spending like the way they've been doing before. I think there will be some big. There will be some money spent on big name signings. So like, I think maybe Kimmich might be obviously maybe the wages. Yes, I think Zubimendi possibly we could see that. And then I think we could see like a Mateus Cunha, which obviously 62 million. I think that's the player that that director signed before. We could see a Benjamin Sesko or Jonathan David, because Jonathan David, you know, his contract he's walking on the fringe.
Yeah, he's on his final year.
Wait, Jonathan
Anyway,
David,
thank you, Big for joining the show today.
that
Thank you so much for.
that Jonathan
He's
David,
on the
is he a
final year of his
striker?
contract. He's a striker. He's a striker.
Wait,
He's a
is he
striker. Striker.
wait is he a striker or like a left winger? Because it's like he
He's a
can play like
striker.
across the
So he's a
front
point
line.
man striker.
So the thing is, if Arsenal buy him, is he gonna be a backup or is it gonna be like him and maybe someone else? That he will be the backup and then someone else will be the board to be first choice.
We don't know, but if he comes in, he's coming as a striker. He can't be coming as a backup because we already have
And is he really a massive upgrade on what we have or not really a
no,
massive?
no. So I'm not even expecting Jonathan David. That's I'm not even expecting him. I think
So when you look at Jonathan David and Jesus, do you feel Jonathan David is the same as Jesus or not really?
it's not even to me. I don't even rate Jonathan David. I'm sorry. I don't rate him. No disrespect.
What's the difference between him and Jesus? Are they both are they the same?
For me,
He
I think Jesus
goes
is even better because Jesus might not score, but although he get more goals than Jesus anyway.
yeah,
But
and I think Jonathan David he scored a lot in the Champions League, 8 goals in 12.
Scoring goals, he does more than Jesus, but Jesus' overall play is better than him.
But this Jonathan David guy, is he similar to Giroud in terms of how he plays
See, look,
and also the goal record?
I'm not so sure if this guy is that good anyway. But
But so what type of striker do you think like David is? Do you think he's more like a 15, 16 goal a season striker?
exactly, he's more of like 15, 12, 15, 16.
No, so if like we now with our team, if we now have a striker scoring us 16, 15 or 16 league goals, considering okay what we currently have, would that draw us closer to a league title?
I think we need more. I think we need more. We need more. We
Considering
need
like
someone that
let's say
will
for
give
example,
us
considering
18,
like
20, 21.
let's say for example, okay, we have like okay, we now have balance in the right, and then on the and I think maybe the but what about like let's say for example on the left is not it's not as balanced and it doesn't really improve much on the left, but on the right and the center, great. Then does that then because like now if like let's say for example we brought a Jonathan David, then would it mean that like if we now have him as a striker on the right and in the center we have more balance, or would the centre forward position be similar to the left wing?
No, it will. What we'll do is there will just be a focal point. It will just be a better development to what we have now, but not really, really. It wouldn't be very,
Yeah,
very obvious.
yeah, but will it will it mean obviously there's a better balance in our attack?
It may let's say it will increase us by 2 or 3%. For me, that's what I think. Not a massive upgrade.
So Jonathan David, do you think he's almost like similar to Watkins?
Eh, I think Watkins is even better.
I'm not sure Watkins because Watkins I've not like in Champions League. Don't think he's. I'm not sure he scored a lot of
Watkins
goals in
is good.
Champions.
Big group, big group. Watkins is very good. I rate Watkins
But
very, very low.
Watkins last
But big
season when
group,
he scored 19, I think that was his. I think that was his limit. That was his limit last season. I don't think he's ever gonna get close to that.
but he's still good. All right, big group. I might not be able to continue the show today. Thank
Yeah,
you so much for joining the show. I'll chat
no
you up on
worries.
WhatsApp, and we'll
Wait, can you
continue.
can you actually send me this clip so I can upload? Send me this clip.
Okay, you have them. I'll send you. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the show.
Yeah,
Thank you.
send me the whole. Yeah, send no more.
I'll get you. I'll see you on the next one. Big up everybody.
Take
Don't forget
care.
to smash the like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.